In Doha, an emergency Arab-Islamic summit has closed with a major proposal from Egypt. President Sisi revived his push for an Arab NATO, a joint NATO-style defense force, with Cairo offering 20,000 troops. The move is a direct attempt to build independent deterrence after recent regional strikes, though internal Arab division over command and leadership has already reportedly caused the proposal to stall. The world watches whether Arab unity can overcome historical rivalries. A major geopolitical earthquake, the new Saudi-Pakistan Strategic Mutual Defense Pact, is a tectonic shift in alliances. The treaty contains a collective defense clause, explicitly stating an attack on one is an attack on both. For Riyadh, this secures a potent new security guarantor. For Islamabad, it transforms a financial relationship into a binding strategic treaty, dramatically altering the defense dynamic between Pakistan and India. Speaking at the UN General Assembly, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif delivered a strong dual message to India. After condemning recent cross-border tensions, Sharif pivoted to offer a path forward, declaring Pakistan is now ready for a comprehensive and result-oriented dialogue to resolve all disputes. The offer places the ball back in New Delhi's court, following months of high military tension across the line of control. New intelligence confirms terror infrastructure is being rebuilt inside Pakistan. Major terror outfits, including Lashkar-e-Taiba and GEM, have relocated to the rugged Khyber, Pakkhtunkhwa province. The move, allegedly sanctioned by a Hyderabad blasts mastermind, aims to create a new, deeper operational hub for cross-border strikes, putting a severe test on regional counter-terrorism efforts. Welcome to Pakistangeo Defence Update. For the latest on regional security and military analysis, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an intel drop. India's defense capabilities have entered a new era with the successful test of the Agni-Prime missile from a rail-mobile launcher system. This next-generation, nuclear-capable missile, with a range of up to 2,000 kilometers, was launched from a specially designed railway platform that allows for rapid cross-country deployment with minimal visibility. This canisterized launch system, a capability only held by a few select nations, dramatically increases the missile's survivability and ensures India's second strike capability is more robust than ever. The test, conducted by the DRDO and Strategic Forces Command, is a critical step toward the operational induction of futuristic rail-based deterrence systems. Tragedy struck Yemen's capital, Sana'a, as Houthi rebels confirmed that Israeli airstrikes killed at least 9 people and wounded scores more. The casualties, which reportedly include 4 children and 2 women, occurred during an Israeli military operation that targeted Houthi command headquarters and military facilities in the rebel-held city. The strikes were said to be in direct response to the Houthis' recent drone and missile attacks on Israeli territory, including an incident earlier this week that wounded 22 people in Eilat. This surge in cross-border violence highlights the dangerous escalation in the region stemming from the ongoing conflict. Pakistan has issued a strong warning at the UN Security Council urging global regulation for the military use of artificial intelligence. Speaking at a high-level debate, Defense Minister Khawaja Asif cautioned that unregulated AI could become a tool of coercion, stressing that all military applications must be fully governed by the UN Charter and international law. He specifically called for the prohibition of systems without meaningful human control, highlighting that AI could lower the threshold for war and dangerously compress decision-making time. Pakistan's proposal aligns with a global call to preserve human judgment in matters of war and peace. Tehran and Moscow have sealed a massive $25 billion deal for Russia's state nuclear agency, Rosatom, to construct 4 new nuclear power plants in southern Iran. Announced just hours before the potential reimposition of sweeping UN sanctions, this agreement dramatically deepens strategic ties between the two nations. The new units, to be built in Sirik in the Hormozgan province, are expected to generate over 5,000 megawatts of electricity, a crucial boost for Iran's power grid. The move signals a strong commitment to their energy partnership, despite international pressure over Iran's nuclear program. Pakistan's Federal Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi has launched two key digital initiatives to enhance citizen safety: the online women's police station and the One Info mobile application. Inaugurated at the Islamabad Safe City headquarters, the online women's police station offers a dedicated helpline, 1815, staffed entirely by female personnel, including call attendants and investigators. The companion One Info app allows citizens to register emergency complaints, reflecting the government's commitment to using modern technology and artificial intelligence to make policing more accessible and responsive, especially for vulnerable groups. In a significant display of warming defense ties, Pakistan and Russia have successfully concluded their joint counterterrorism exercise, Druzhba 8. The exercise focused heavily on drone warfare, including refining drills and techniques for fighting in built-up areas and countering improvised explosive devices. The joint training comes as militant groups in Pakistan's northwest are increasingly utilizing commercial drones for attacks. By focusing on this critical modern capability, the two former Cold War rivals are seeking to enhance military-to-military relations and build joint operational excellence against evolving terror threats. The Indian Air Force has officially retired its last squadron of MiG-21 fighter jets, ending the 6-decade-long career of the aircraft known as the backbone of India's air defense. The jet, which saw action in multiple conflicts and remains iconic in aviation history, has also been notorious for a high crash rate, earning it the nickname Flying Coffin. The retirement, while long awaited, leaves the IAF facing a significant shortfall in fighter squadrons. The Air Force is now banking on the rapid induction of the indigenously developed LCA Tejas to fill the critical gap and maintain its combat readiness. President Donald Trump has made a definitive statement on one of the most fraught issues in the Middle East, declaring that he will not allow Israel to annex the occupied West Bank. Speaking to reporters, Trump was unusually blunt, rejecting calls from some far-right Israeli politicians who want to extend sovereignty over the area. The statement is a rare pushback against an Israeli government often seen as a close ally and comes as a number of key Western nations have moved to recognize a Palestinian state. The declaration significantly limits Israel's response options to the ongoing diplomatic and political pressures following recent events. The second Chief of the Naval Staff International Sailing Regatta 2025 is underway in Karachi. The 5-day event, inaugurated at PNS Rahbar, has drawn competitive sailors from across the region. A total of 19 sailors are participating from countries including Egypt, Iran, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, challenging Pakistan's own top athletes. Races are being held in the Laser Standard, Laser Radial, and Windsurfing RSX classes at Karachi Harbor. This international regatta serves as a major platform for promoting maritime sports, showcasing high-level sailing talent and fostering international cooperation through friendly competition on the waves. India's massive tech sector is grappling with the implications of the U.S. government's new $100,000 fee on H-1B visa applications. The dramatic fee hike, a one-time charge on new petitions, is set to significantly disrupt the traditional career path for Indian tech professionals and students seeking work in the U.S. Industry experts predict a marginal dent in the operating margins of large Indian IT companies, which have already shifted towards local U.S. hiring. However, the policy is widely seen as a major barrier that could accelerate reverse brain drain, bringing highly skilled Indian talent back home and could rewrite the global geography of tech employment. That's all for today from Pakistangeo Defense. Hit subscribe and drop your opinion.